For many of us, our furry companions are becoming less like pets and more like family. So when it's their time to go, the grieving process can be very, very difficult. And one pet parent wrote a book hoping to provide comfort and guidance to anyone struggling after the loss of a beloved animal. And you might recognize her from TV shows like HBO's Sharp Objects and ABC's Good Trouble. Actress Reagan Pasternak joins us to talk about her second edition of the book, Griffin's Heart. Thank you so much for taking time to chat with us today.
I am so excited to be here talking with you guys. Thank you so much.
Such a good topic. I do have 3 dogs myself, so I know they are family.
I feel you, girl.
Yes, they're our little babies, our first babies. So the second edition just came up, but for those who don't know, can you tell us more about Griffin's Heart?
Yes, of course. So I started writing Griffin's Heart when I call him my soulmate animal, Griffin, passed away, and even 10 years later, I could still bawl my eyes out thinking about it. And I was so devastated by the loss. It really affected me. I couldn't get over it. And I just started researching why. why losing an animal sometimes it felt almost worse than some family members sometimes. It's fascinating. And I just started writing, and it ended up becoming a very interactive book. I'm talking to the reader as if they're my friend, and it's part memoir, it's part keepsake. You can put photos in, and so it is my memoir, but it's also the reader's memoir as well. So it's one page for me, one page for them, and the response we got was unbelievable, and it really turned out that it wasn't just me who needed to feel validated in that kind of loss. It was thousands and thousands of people.
So I have to ask about Griffin. Can you tell me more about Griffin?
Oh my goodness. So Griffin I grew up with animals. I grew up in an animal loving home, but Griffin was my first kind of pet as an adult. And we just immediately, and I love all my animals, but we had a very just beautiful connection. He ended up with a heart condition. So at 7, he got sick, which in my mind, I thought, I'm gonna, my career was just starting, and I knew I was about to buy a house, and all these wonderful things were happening. And I was like, he's gonna be able to sit out on a porch and not in my crappy 1-bedroom apartment at the time. And he's gonna meet my baby one day and all those things. And he didn't, because he died early.
It is a very special connection. I'm feeling you. Like, I even got goosebumps with that story. So I can totally relate to that. What's one thing that you learned when you were researching? Like, what is that about that connection?
Yeah, well, I learned that many people, many educated people, many, all walks of life, people are the way they love their animal. And when an animal passes, that how I wasn't the only person who felt completely lost by that loss. I learned how important it is to validate your own feelings, and now, which is why with the second edition, by the way, I came up with more products, because people were saying, well, somebody else already has the book, how do I validate their pain in another way? So I made a grief blanket, and we made candles. We've just started doing all these amazing things, and of course we give back to charity every time we sell anything as well. So there's animal charities, of course. It's helped me learn to grieve, humans as well. My mom passed away, and I used the same lessons in that I learned from Griffin.
Well, that love is real. That love is so real, and I think any pet owner can agree. And I really appreciate the fact that you wrote these books. So where can people find both editions, really? But I know your newest one that just came out. Where can they find it? We
have distribution now all over the world, and so it's in every bookstore across North America. So you can kind of get it anywhere now, which is just crazy to me to think about. This little book that I kind of wrote for me and a couple of people I knew, it just kind of took on a life of its own. Yeah, so you can get it anywhere, but go check it out at griffinsheart.com so you can just see just a more detailed version of what it's about.
I love that. See what Griffin did for you, and now is passing it on to others. Beautiful, so beautiful, the legacy he's left. Thank you so much for sharing all of that with us, and for more information, you can even head to our website, salive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we've provided a link that will take you there, where you can find the book. Reagan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.